The woman accused of killing a tow truck driver in court today. We'll tell you why police say she's at fault for his death. Some local residents expressing their outrage over the price they pay for their water, but find out why they're saying enough is enough.
But even with a delegation of 10 or 15 players showing up in Jeffrey Lurie, the president should have honored Eagles and Eagles fans by seeing those players in the White House.
A celebration with the Super Bowl champs calls off at the White House. We'll tell you why the president canceled the visit.
Live and local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEN TV5 News at 9.
Good Tuesday morning to you, Mid-Michigan. Starting out with this live look over Saginaw. And of course, you can't tell just by looking at our view from our camera, but it is noticeably more chilly out this morning and cloudy, too, to start our day. Yeah, grab the jacket out the door. Yeah, you'll need a jacket for sure. Thanks for watching TV5 News at 9. I'm Sarah Simnich. We're glad you could join us. I'm Jamie Sherrod. Meteorologist Kylie Miller is in the First 1-5 Weather Center. And Kylie, the good news, today is the coldest day of the week. So once we get through this, we'll be all good.
Exactly. And we'll be back to average, back into the 70s for the rest of the week, but for today that is not the case. We are talking about temperatures only climbing into the middle 60s at best here across mid-Michigan. But let's go ahead and take a live look over the First 1-5 sky tracker. You can see that we have a push of cloud cover really starting to roll in the viewing area, and down towards the south, those are those pockets of rainfall that we experienced earlier this morning. But we are all dry. We're just holding on to mostly cloudy skies right now. Those clouds will start to break up later this afternoon, letting in some sunshine. Now, temperatures are going to be the main story. Very chilly. We're currently at 52 degrees in Saginaw, 51 in Mount Pleasant, 47 in Houghton Lake, and 50 in Oscoda. For the UV index today, we're looking at 7 and 8s, which means you could burn still in about 30 minutes or less. So still make sure to put on the sunscreen because that sunshine will be out and shining, and temperatures will only be maxing out in the 60s. We'll go over your entire First 1-5 forecast in about 10 minutes.
All right, Kylie, thank you. Happening right now, a woman returns to court to face charges in the death of a local tow truck driver. That's right. Police say 49-year-old Deanne Parson drove into Thomas Tripp as he was tending to a disabled vehicle. Now, the crash happened January 10th of this year on Dixie Highway near the Bridgeport exit in Saginaw County. It's believed Parson had been drinking. She could spend around 15 years in prison if convicted. Stay with TV5 as we continue to bring you updates on this case. Also facing a judge today, the man accused of neglecting his cows after 16 of them were found dead, leading to 18 more being seized last month. Raymond Jacobs of New Lothrop faces animal cruelty and abandonment charges. Shiawassee Animal Control says complaints of dead cows on Jacobs' property led to that investigation. That's when they found disgusting conditions and cows dead from malnutrition. Today's preliminary exam is set for 1:15 this afternoon. Leaders in Bay City are still considering if residents need to pay more for water and electricity. Yeah, but folks there already say their utility rates are through the roof. The proposal would raise water rates by 68 cents per unit. That's a little less than $5 a month for the average household. The electric bill would increase by about $2.50 a month. The commission voted to take another look at those numbers, and residents say any amount is too much.
People are having to leave Bay City because they can't afford the utility rates. We shouldn't be raising the rates. We should be lowering.
City Manager Dana Muscott says the water bill increase would cover the extra money the county is charging the city, but she hopes to lower that rate in the future. Commissioners expect to vote on the utility rates in 2 weeks. Stay with TV5 as we continue to follow this developing story. Developing this morning, a man faces charges in the death of his girlfriend accused of hitting her with a car.
Police investigators were able to determine that the car hit her. She flipped up in the air, hit the windshield, rolled around and hit the back window and took that window out as well before she went to the ground.
The victim, Taisha Kemp, was found dead Saturday morning off Davison Road in Davison Township. Police suspect she and her boyfriend, Brandon Merrill, got into an argument. She left, and that's when police say Merrill ran her over with the car.
There's a lot of physical evidence of her contacting his vehicle, and she has a very severe shoulder laceration that matches up directly with a piece of the car. I believe that we have evidence that this was premeditated, that he intended to run her down. He was angry with her.
Prosecutors have not released the motive yet. Merrill faces several charges, including murder and tampering with evidence. 3 people are in custody accused of using homes and vehicles as targets in a BB gun shooting spree. More than a dozen incidents reported across Genesee County just over the weekend. But it's unclear exactly how much property was damaged. One of the victims woke up Sunday morning to find a window blown out of his pickup.
I'm just really upset and disappointed. People work hard to have what you have, and then somebody goes by and vandalizes it.
Well, the police chief in Flushing says tips from the community provided investigators with several leads.
A suspended city clerk has been charged with a felony. 51-year-old Teresa Carsney is accused of violating Michigan's Notary Public Act. This is an update to a story we first reported in October. Carsney is the Burton city clerk, and the case involves a signature on a real estate transaction. She was supposed to either witness the signature or verify whose signature was on that document.
We don't believe she did either one of those things, and it was a surprise to me because I've never charged this before. That's a 4-year felony.
Carsney will be arraigned in district court.
Still unfolding, a convicted sex offender accused on new sex crimes is awaiting a court hearing after being arrested 1,200 miles away. Brandon Waters was extradited last week from Texas. He was wanted in Isabella County for sex crimes charges, and we're working to learn details of his arrest in Texas. Waters had served time in prison for having child porn. His probable cause hearing is set for Thursday of next week.
Police are asking for your help in identifying this woman. They say she's part of an ongoing criminal investigation. No other details have been released. If you know who she is, contact Saginaw Township Police by phone or by private message.
Women learning the finer points of self-defense to avoid becoming victims, instead victors. During a class at the Saginaw Art Museum taught by Infinity Martial Arts of Saginaw, participants learned basic techniques such as going after soft targets like the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth.
There's a lot of nerve endings in those areas, so that's the area that you would primarily focus on, is with a strike to that area. So at least disorient your attacker and give you enough time to get away, or you can take it to the next level and continue on from there.
Infinity Martial Arts is at Gratiot and Elm. Classes take place Saturday from 12:30 to 1:30.
The largest beer wholesaler in Michigan is getting even bigger. Bay County-based Fabiano Brothers will expand in southeast Michigan. It bought companies with distribution rights in Detroit and Pontiac. Fabiano Brothers now employs more than 500 people and distributes to retailers in 25 counties in Michigan and Wisconsin.
More changes coming to the streetscape in downtown Midland. Workers will build 2 pergolas that add a visual element while providing seating and shade for visitors. They'll go up along Main Street at Ashman and Rod. Construction begins this week. The city says further streetscape amenities will be added throughout the summer.
Well, as summer approaches, it's a great time to enjoy the sun on a patio with some good food. That sounds so good.
It does. So this week we are looking for the very best outdoor dining spot in mid-Michigan.
Just send your nominations to Top 5 on 5 at WNEM.com. We'll announce the top 5 choices on Thursday.
You can vote for the top choice, and we will reveal the winner Friday morning over on Wake Up.
And today may not be the best day to do that, but by Thursday, you guys should be good. So send those nominations in.
Yeah. Well, deadly volcano erupts and recovery efforts are underway.
We'll have the latest from Guatemala.
It's Empire Today's biggest sale, the 50-50-50 sale. 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation. That's right, half off your entire project. You can save thousands. Empire's 50-50-50 sale won't last long. Don't miss 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. Make tomorrow awesome with Xfinity Internet. Call 1-800-449-6565 today. And do what you love online with Xfinity Internet for only $19.99 a month for 12 months. Xfinity Internet delivers the speed you need to surf, stream, and download. Plus, with Constant Guard by Xfinity, your family will get unmatched online security, and it's included at no additional cost. Call 1-800-449-6565 today and get speed, security, and value from Xfinity for an amazing price. Xfinity delivers reliably fast internet speed and the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. Get started with Xfinity Internet for just $19.99 a month for 12 months. Now with more speed. It's all backed by our 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free. Experience speed at a great low price from Xfinity. Call 1-800-449-6565. That's 1-800-449-6565. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Women diagnosed with breast cancer may have more treatment options available.
Yeah, a study published Sunday in the New England Journal of Medicine says many women with a common form of breast cancer can safely skip chemotherapy.
That's right. Reed Binion has more in today's Health Minute.
For women diagnosed in the early stages of one of the most common forms of breast cancer, treatment may get a little easier. Genetic tests are enabling researchers to identify multiple types of breast cancer and tailor treatment plans. A recent study suggests some forms of the disease may not even require chemotherapy. The study applies to estrogen-sensitive women with early-stage tumors below 5 centimeters that have not spread to the lymph nodes. These women also have intermediate scores on a genomic test used to inform breast cancer treatment. Doctors had previously been unsure how to treat these patients. Many had been given chemotherapy protectively, but those side effects include weakened immune system, diarrhea, fatigue, hair loss, memory loss, bone loss, and heart and vision problems. In the trial, more than 6,700 patients were randomized into two groups. One received hormone therapy alone, and the other received hormone therapy with chemotherapy. Researchers found that more than 83% of the women using hormone therapy alone had not developed a recurrence or additional primary cancer. The rate for women who had also received chemotherapy was more than 84%, a statistically insignificant difference. The survival rate was similar. More than 93% of women from each group beat the cancer. Scientists urge caution in interpreting the trial's results. Tumors tend to be more aggressive in premenopausal women. They should discuss all treatment options with their oncologist. For today's Health Minute, I'm Reed Binion.
Well, it's always important to make sure you're voting when election season comes around.
Yeah, Tim Novak joins us next in studio to tell us what the city of Saginaw is doing to make the process a little more hands-on.
Special guest Katherine Schwarzenegger opens up about people snooping into her family's medical records. Plus, NBA superstars shout out a message of hope to a young boy in need of help.
Today at 3 on WNEM TV5. Is her child
You're with your daughter smoking dope.
growing up too fast?
She's 14. You're okay with her being sexually active.
You're allowing her to do whatever the hell she wants.
Next, Dr. Phil. Today at 4 on WNEM TV5.
What am I going to do? Hurt on the job? Call right now.
This is utterly ridiculous.
Are your workers' comp benefits being disputed? Call J. Trucks & Associates now.
Ready to get your spring sprung this year? Let Grand Blanc Mitsubishi brighten your forecast. Get a 2018 Mitsubishi Mirage or 2017 Outlander Sport for only $111 a month. Pre-owned vehicles starting at $4,500. And everyone who buys will receive a complimentary 4-day, 3-night cruise for 2 to the Bahamas. That's right. Buy a car and get a cruise.
Every dealership I went to said no.
I've had my credit challenges over the past few years. I never thought that I could get a loan, but they got me approved.
Credit specialists are standing by to help you get approved. Get a 2018 Mitsubishi Mirage or 2017 Outlander Sport for only $111 a month. Plus, everyone who buys will walk away with a 4-day, 3-night cruise for 2 to the Bahamas.
I got a great deal on a new car, and I get to go on a cruise.
I never thought buying a car could be so easy. I got the car that I wanted at a payment I could afford.
Get your spring sprung this year. Call 800-984-3686. That's 800-984-3686.
A sickness or injury keeping you from work? Call right now. Denied and rejected by Social Security? Call right now.
Welcome back. It is time now for Education Matters, and today we're talking about summer camps and other summer learning activities. Dr. Craig Douglas is here joining us to talk about this. Welcome back.
Good morning.
Good morning. And we talked a little bit about the importance of summer camps in case you missed our segment last week. But this week we want to talk about some local places that you can go for these types of things.
Yeah, Sarah, I would say the theme would be low cost and close by, and I would pitch the libraries. I went on the Saginaw Public Library website. It is robust with opportunities. Yes. All ages, all varieties. It's as simple as you can come on a Saturday and listen to a speaker, or you can get engaged and be registered online for a summer reading program. I think it helps learners avoid what is become more and more commonplace as summer slide. That being during the summer months when students are less engaged, they have a tendency to almost kind of step backward. And the learning will not slide if students are engaged in programs like the one I'm describing. And I really think most community libraries have similar programs. So I'm not pitching just Saginaw, I'm using that as an example. But I would encourage parents to look on the web, look for their local and low-cost options, and keep kids engaged during the summer. We all know the dog days of August. Well, it's now, you know, high energy June, so plan now to avoid the summer slide and the dog days.
And don't let cost deter you, because a lot of them are very reasonable.
Very reasonable.
All right, thanks, Dr. Douglas. Well, coming up in our next half hour, we're going to talk about what programs colleges provide for summer learning opportunities.
Certified most accurate. Now your first Warn 5 forecast with Mid-Michigan's only live radar. Here's meteorologist Kylie Miller.
Good morning, Mid-Michigan, and happy Tuesday. Today will be the coldest day across the 7-day forecast. So if you want some heat back here in Mid-Michigan, you just have to wait a couple more days. We'll finally be back to average for the end of the week as well as the weekend. Today, though, it is chilly. Make sure to bundle up, but you do not need to grab the rain gear because we are staying dry. And as you take a look at the first Warn 5 pinpoint Doppler radar, we continue to have some clouds streaming in across our northern communities. And that will be giving us mostly cloudy skies for these next several hours, but those clouds will continue to break up. And as you take a live look over downtown Flint, it looks like we have some peaks of sunshine in the distance, but overall partly cloudy skies. Later this afternoon, more sunshine will return, so make sure to still grab the sunglasses before you venture outdoors. Temperatures for the southern communities, we're all in the 50s. Currently at 56 degrees in Lapeer, 56 in Flint, flirting with 60 degrees currently in Owasso. For the Tri-Cities, 51 in Midland, 50 in Bay City, 52 in Saginaw. And as we pan out and look at all of the temperatures around the region, we're a mix of either the upper 40s, if not the middle, and the lower 50s. Currently, the coldest spot is at Houghton Lake at 47 degrees. We're at 51 currently in Midland, 50 in Clare, and 53 degrees in Sandusky. Comparing those temperatures from the last 24 hours up until now, we are a good 1 to 10 degrees colder, and we are going to continue to have this cold pocket sitting across Mid-Michigan for today, and that's because of these winds coming out of the north-northwest, sustained at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Once we have these winds coming out of the northwest, it's pulling down all of that cooler Canadian air, and that's why we are experiencing those cooler temperatures for today. So here's the big picture on the first Warn 5 sky tracker. Early this morning, we had a couple pockets of rainfall activity falling across Mid-Michigan. That is now farther down towards the south, so we are staying dry. We just are battling those clouds now. We are under mostly cloudy skies for a good majority of us here in Mid-Michigan, but later this afternoon, those clouds will decrease and we'll be left with partly cloudy skies. So let's time it out on the first Warn 5 hour-by-hour forecast. The time is stopped at 10 a.m. We're holding on to a good mix of the sun and the clouds. Temperatures this afternoon will be climbing into the middle 60s for most of us. For the evening commute home, grab the sunglasses because we will be mainly clear at that time frame. Going through the overnight period, we will remain mostly clear. That will allow temperatures to drop down into the 40s for overnight lows, and that's how we're going to be starting our Wednesday morning. But by Wednesday afternoon, temperatures will rebound nicely into the 70s. So for today, 66 degrees will be your afternoon high temperature. temperature. It's going to be a beautiful day once the sun comes out. For tonight, temperatures will drop down towards 48 degrees. It will be a cooler night. And on the first 7-day forecast, temperatures will be back to average starting on Thursday. And that's our next chance for having some rain showers. And then for the weekend, it won't be a washout, but we're going to monitor some rain showers and thunderstorms on Saturday.
All right, thanks, Kylie. Voting is always an important process to take part in. And now for the County of Saginaw, it's going to get a little easier. Joining me now to tell us more is Saginaw County Treasurer Tim Novak. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
So we have this new thing that we're doing here where the county is making it a bit easier for people to cast their ballots. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so and a lot of this has been, around to making voting more efficient and safe for everybody. And so the state and federal government provided some funding for all new voting machines for all Saginaw County precincts.
Wow.
So you'll see, for the average voter, you'll see a lot of the similar stuff as far as filling in. It used to fill in a line. Now we're going to fill in an oval, so it'll be a little different. But the ballot will look the same. The machines we put them in will all be, they're secured with lock technology and things like that. So once the paper ballot goes through, we can feel better about, voter fraud, things like that. The one really cool thing is that they've offered is for voters with disabilities, folks that have hearing, visual, physical, other disabilities, can actually vote on a touch screen, and it produces a paper ballot.
That's cool.
And it's really neat. I got to see the system at the county clerk's office yesterday. They kind of walked me through what it looks like, and it's kind of a neat thing to be able to see. That's be something for folks that they want to use. Probably be a long line for that if somebody wants to use that, but they want people to feel comfortable using those types of machines, which is why the city's offering an open house on June 12th and 13th from 5 to 8 in the City Hall chambers if you want to come on in. All types of stuff from all the new equipment. They'll talk about the voting process, make sure you're registered, where the precincts are. They're always looking for volunteers in all precincts all over the county, not just in the city, as far as if you're interested in working a poll on Election Day, which I did in college one time. So it's always a neat experience to say you did something like that. But if you're interested in if your township or your city or village is having one of these, give their local clerk a call and find out and ask if there's going to have something available in your local township to see. This is the city's having one next week, but other folks will roll them around, so we're ready for August and November.
Sounds good. Now, as for the open house, will residents be able to kind of test out the new machines?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely,
so it's hands-on. They don't just,
Nope, it's hands-on. Come on in and give a chance to and have some fun. And voting it's a privilege to be able to vote.
Yes.
And you shouldn't be scared and you shouldn't be worried about, having those types of anxieties to go vote. It's a neat experience. We take my kids every single year. We roll through the line. And the ladies all there, they wait for us, and the gentlemen that work, they wait for us and smile. So it's a fun experience.
Awesome. Now, for people who want more information before heading to the booth, where can they find that?
So they can call the city clerk or any of their local clerks, and you can always call the county clerk here in Saginaw County. They've been able to check the website out, and I'll be more than happy to steer you in the right direction if they don't know the answer.
All righty, great. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
If you'd like any more information about the election equipment open house in Saginaw, you can find that on the WNEM.com hot links page.
All right, thank you, Jamie, and also to Tim. Famed singer Trey Songz facing some legal troubles here in Michigan. We'll tell you what he's accused of doing to a Detroit police officer. Remember, download our TV5 mobile app. You can get the latest news and weather there. Find it in the App Store or on Google Play.
Turkey Hill Decadent Delights. Your fresh fruit tempts me day and night. Dipped thrice in chocolate or fruit puree. Blissful fruit. Love all the way. At least that's what I like about it.
Decadent Delights Bars and Parfaits. New from Turkey Hill.
Sometimes bipolar I disorder can make you feel unstoppable. But mania, such as unusual changes in your mood, activity, or energy levels, can leave you on shaky ground. Help take control by asking about your treatment options. Vraylar is approved for the acute treatment of manic or mixed episodes of bipolar I disorder in adults. Clinical studies showed that Vraylar reduced overall manic symptoms. Vraylar should not be used in elderly patients with dementia due to increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. High cholesterol and weight gain, high blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, decreased white blood cells, which can be fatal, dizziness upon standing, vomiting, falls, seizures, impaired judgment, heat sensitivity, and trouble swallowing may occur. You're more than just your bipolar 1. Ask your doctor about Vraylar.
Come discover an unparalleled sleep experience. Introducing Beauty Rest Black. Luxury that transcends mere comfort. Exclusively at Itziar Furniture, 1 mile north of Pinconning and M13. Open 6 days a week.
The world doesn't need more pizza, just a better one. Like Jet's Detroit-style pizza. Enjoy Jet's Aloha Barbecue Chicken Pizza, topped with chicken, pineapple, and bacon, just $13.99. Jet's, better because it has to be.
Well, Twitter takes flight and Megabus wants to help you land your next gig.
Diane King Hall at the New York Stock Exchange has those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
Stocks made solid gains on Wall Street yesterday as fears of a trade war were set aside. The Dow jumped 178 points. The Nasdaq closed at a record high for the first time since mid-March, gaining 52 points. Shares of Twitter jumped as much as 5% following news that it will replace Monsanto in the S&P 500. The social media platform is scheduled to join the broadest benchmark of U.S. stocks before trading begins Thursday. That's when the German pharmaceutical company Bayer wraps up its takeover of seed maker Monsanto. Some states pull their weight more than others in terms of the U.S. economy, and WalletHub is out with a ranking of the best and worst state economies. Washington State came out on top this year. Keep in mind Amazon's current headquarters are there. Utah ranked second, and Massachusetts rounded out the top 3. At the bottom of the list was Louisiana. Now, the job hunt can be stressful, especially when you're trying to land a gig in a different state. Megabus is looking to alleviate some of the stress. The bus service is offering free rides for interviews that are out of town and in a city within its service range. The offer includes round-trip tickets and is good through June 15th. An added benefit, some trips will have career coaches. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Diane King Hall.
That is really cool. And that's something that, you know, kind of prevents people from exploring an opportunity because they can't get to the state. So, great thing there. Well, is the president able to pardon himself? It's a question being heavily debated.
Yeah, find out what both sides are saying about the matter.
A car hit by a truck doesn't stand a chance, and neither will you unless you call the right lawyer. Don't wait for the trucking company to offer you a settlement. They won't. Feiger Law. We didn't become one of America's best trial lawyers by accident.
Make tomorrow awesome with Xfinity Internet. Call 1-800-449-6565 today. And do what you love online with Xfinity Internet for only $19.99 a month for 12 months. Xfinity Internet delivers the speed you need to surf, stream, and download. Plus, with Constant Guard by Xfinity, your family will get unmatched online security, and it's included at no additional cost. Call 1-800-449-6565 today and get speed, security, and value from Xfinity for an amazing price. Xfinity delivers reliably fast internet speed and the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. Get started with Xfinity Internet for just $19.99 a month for 12 months. Now with more speed. It's all backed by our 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free. Experience speed at a great low price from Xfinity. Call 1-800-449-6565. That's 1-800-449-6565. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Can't get enough NCIS? Walk the streets with real agents.
Losing a child is unthinkable.
A Marine's young wife lured into a sadistic trap.
Tonight. This June, Big Brother is turning 20. In the past 19 seasons of mayhem, manipulation, and madness have all been leading to the biggest summer ever. Julie Chen hosts.
What's better? Nothing.
Big Brother premieres June 27th.
Designed for retirees and seniors, Tawas Village provides the absolute best in retirement living. Personalized living space within a community atmosphere with daily activities for our residents, all at affordable prices. And Tawas Village Assisted Living participates in the Medicaid My Choice Waiver Program. Tawas Village has units available for immediate move-in. Call today to arrange a tour, 989-362-8420. Tawas Village, that's 989-362-8420.
Every day, people are injured in car, truck, and motorcycle accidents, and they're forced to settle for less than they deserve. Why? Because their TV lawyers don't try cases. Feiger Law. We didn't become one of America's best trial lawyers by accident.
Authorities in Guatemala say the death toll has reached 69 after the recent volcanic explosion. Only 17 of those victims have been identified.
Yeah, Laura Podesta has the latest on the frantic search for survivors.
Hundreds of families in Guatemala are still searching scorched earth, trying to find their loved ones. This woman said, "Mr. President, my family is missing. Send a helicopter to throw water over them because they are burning." Dozens of people have been killed after a volcano west of Guatemala City erupted Sunday. Many were buried alive by hot ash and mud. Identifying the dead is proving to be a tedious process. The scorching, fast-moving flows left some victims unrecognizable. They'll have to be identified through DNA testing or other means.
Our hearts are with the people of Guatemala. Our hearts are with all of those that are suffering.
The race to find possible survivors is being hampered by a lack of light. The villages in the most heavily hit zone are not powered by electricity, which makes safely searching at night impossible. Since Sunday's 16-hour explosion, more than 3,000 people have been evacuated from the area. Officials expect the death toll to rise as rescuers reach more villages. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
A 15-year-old has been ordered to undergo treatment after plotting a mass shooting at Paw Paw High School. The sentence issued this week for the 10th grader who was turned in by his own mother back in March. Investigators found guns, ammunition, and explosives in his room, and many say the sentence is not enough.
What if this young man was able to follow through with his plans? What if my daughter had to live her life without her dad?
Well, the teen could be free within a year.
Singer Trey Songz now faces a lawsuit following a performance at Joe Louis Arena back in 2016. The federal lawsuit claims he assaulted a Detroit police sergeant and a freelance photographer at the concert. The sergeant's attorney described what happened to his client after Songz' microphone was cut off at the end of the night.
Lots of F-bombs were being dropped, and they went to arrest him, and he threw a punch, and it landed squarely on my client's face. My client went down, he hit the hard concrete.
He says the sergeant suffered serious internal injuries and needed hip surgery. The photographer claims he was hit in the back of the head with a mic stand. The 33-year-old singer already pled guilty to 2 counts of disturbing the peace and agreed to 18 months probation.
President Trump canceled today's White House visit by the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles.
In a tweet last night and in an official statement, he said only a small number of players were going to go, citing the protests during the national anthem that have sparked controversy throughout the NFL.
Yeah, Laura Podesta has more on this story.
The Philadelphia Eagles will not be celebrating their Super Bowl championship at the White House with President Trump. In a statement released less than 24 hours before the event, the president said some members of the team disagree with their president because he insists that they proudly stand for the national anthem, hand on heart, in honor of the great men and women of our military and the people of our country. Wide receiver Torrey Smith, who was not planning on going, said it's a false narrative that NFL players are anti-military. He tweeted, "It's a cowardly act to cancel the celebration because the majority of the people don't want to see you. To make it about the anthem is foolish." Over the past 2 years, some NFL players have kneeled during the national anthem to bring attention to racism and police brutality. None of the Eagles players took a knee last season. President Trump has been an outspoken critic of the practice.
When somebody disrespects our flag, to say, "Get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out," he's fired. He's fired.
Former Pennsylvania Governor Ed Rendell said President Trump should not have canceled on the Eagles.
But even with a delegation of 10 or 15 players showing up in Jeffrey Lurie, the president should have honored Eagles and Eagles fans by seeing those players in the White House.
President Trump said a different event will be held at the White House today, a tribute to the military that will feature the national anthem. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
Can a U.S. president pardon himself? That's a question being pushed to the forefront following tweets from President Trump.
Now it seems it's a question everyone is trying to get to the bottom of. It's one of the 5 things you need to know today.
Thankfully, the president hasn't done anything wrong and wouldn't have any need for a pardon. Once again, thankfully, the president hasn't done anything wrong and therefore wouldn't need one.
The debate began after the president's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, made the claims this weekend.
But others, including lawmakers, disagree. And according to documents from the DOJ, they wrote just before the resignation of Richard Nixon, a president cannot pardon himself.
Harvey Weinstein plans to plead not guilty to 3 felony counts. The disgraced movie producer is set to appear in New York Supreme Court Tuesday. He's being arraigned on 2 charges of rape and 1 first-degree criminal sex act charge. Those stem from allegations from 2 women, according to the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. Weinstein surrendered to authorities on May 25th and is currently free after posting $1 million bail. He denies all claims against him of non-consensual sexual activity.
Over a dozen dead, hundreds more injured in Guatemala following the eruption of a volcano. It's confirmed from Sunday's eruption that 69 people are dead and 300 are hurt, even maybe more trapped under steaming hot ash and mud flows, as we just heard there in that story. Monday, crews had to temporarily suspend search work due to a new explosion. Thousands forced to evacuate their homes, many now living in shelters.
And this is really amazing. His generosity, love, and support for law enforcement has taken him all across the country. Well, now the famous donut boy finds his way to mid-Michigan. Today, 10-year-old Tyler Carrick is going to 3 bakeries in our state to hand out donuts to officers, thanking them for their hard work. The event started at 7 this morning. The Florida native was at Cops and Donuts headquarters in Clare. At 10, he'll be in Mount Pleasant at Cops and Donuts Central Precinct and at their location in Lansing around 2.
There's a new team in town, and they're gearing up to take a swing at their debut game. The Saginaw Sugar Beets play their first game in franchise history at Down Diamond against the St. Clair Green Giants. They'll be playing in the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League in 42 games over the next 2 months. The first pitch is at 7:05 tonight.
Very exciting.
We've had them on the 9 o'clock show, and I know they have a lot of fans that are excited to see them kick this off, so good deal. Well, do you think you spend too much time on your phone? I do. Well, I do. Well, there may be a solution.
Yeah, well, find out how Apple is planning on reducing user screen time.
Oh, come on. Princesses and cartoon characters barf.
There has never been a more Disney trailer than this one. We'll tell you more about the princess test coming up in Wreck-It Ralph.
On yesterday's Jeopardy! You're going to become the new champion. But Leslie didn't win a lot of dough.
With a massive $599.
How will she do today?
Oh, hello. All right.
On Jeopardy! Tonight at 7 on TV5.
With 2 stadiums and 29 tennis courts, it would take a whole week to show you all of the fabulous Indian Wells Tennis Garden.
Perfect. We'll call it Wheel of Fortune Tennis Week.
Oh, let's get started. Now, over here is the program.
Tonight at 7:30 on TV5.
Our family has been practicing law for almost a century. When you're injured, you need a firm that has the experience to win your case. Our attorneys have over 600 years of experience fighting and winning for clients. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Floor Trader Outlet is going patriotic. It's our all-American flooring sale featuring 50% savings on all-American floors. Up to 50% off hardwood, carpet, luxury vinyl, and more. If it's in stock and American made, you'll save. And our in-stock prices are always lower than the home centers. 3-year financing too. All-American floors on sale from an all-American company you love.
Visit the Floor Trader today, located on Bay Road in Saginaw.
No pain? Whoa.
Talking about myself.
CBS this summer. It's TV's newest competition. But you don't have to be a 5-star athlete to win. You just need some big balls.
The smash hit coming your way on CBS.
Kevin Hart hosts TKO, premiering CBS July 11th.
Dang it, what?
Since I was a little boy, I remember watching my dad talk to clients after an accident, and he would tell them, it's going to be okay.
He's a man of integrity. He shows up every day, and he leads by example.
As I tell the clients, we'll get through this together, and we do.
Apple is revealing new technology, including features that can help users cut down their screen time.
Yeah, Chris Martinez has the latest on that report.
At the Apple Worldwide Developer Conference, CEO Tim Cook and other executives revealed more reasons to use their devices, from augmented reality games that blend real and digital worlds to an app that turns your phone into a tape measure.
And check that out. It's a measurement.
But the company is also providing new ways to use their products less. Features in the upcoming iOS 12 software update will let you manage your screen time.
Get deep insight on how much time you're spending, where you're spending it, and even how your use breaks down during the day.
If you feel you're using a certain app too much, like a video game or social media, you can set limits. You'll then receive a reminder to stop using the app. And parents can also monitor their kids' usage.
You can also limit access to only movies, apps, and websites that you deem age appropriate.
Google released similar features last month at its I/O conference.
Android P lets you set time limits on apps and will nudge you when you're close to your limit that it's time to do something else.
CNET's Dan Ackerman says companies are making the changes after several reports on the addictive nature of our devices. One study found we use our phones up to 5 hours a day.
I feel it's a positive step. It's a lot like the calorie counters on menus, showing you how much time you're spending on your phone on this category or that category, because at least then you have the information and you can make smarter choices.
The new features are expected to be released in September. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
All right, what iPhone app is your weakness?
Oh, Facebook.
Yeah. Well, Instagram
sure.
is mine. Instagram is, follow me on Instagram, everyone. Instagram is mine.
Shameless plug to follow you on Instagram.
Jamie Sherrod TV.
Yeah. Yeah, Facebook is mine. You know, so I should probably delete it.
Yeah, but we'll get it together.
Yeah.
Well, school may be coming to a close, but that doesn't mean you have to stop learning. Dr. Craig Douglas joins us next to talk about university programs offered this summer.
3.5 weeks, and that will be hosting its annual ball, and we are going to rob it.
Well, it's not a typical day for a movie screening, but it is still expected to be a hit. Find out more about the movie that's perfect for a girls' night out.
Imagine what a Career Quest education could do for you. Every day, our students take another step toward a better future. We provide focused career education, job search support, and the confidence to build the career of your dreams. Career Quest. Imagine the possibilities. New Bay City campus now enrolling.
Take a look around these streets. Do you really think we woke up one day and said, yeah, the world needs more pizza? Nah, just a better one. Better like the world's best pizza, Jets Detroit-style pizza. Hand-pressed and baked to the thickest, crispiest crunch. You're welcome. Now enjoy Jet's Aloha Barbecue Chicken Pizza with pineapple, bacon, and barbecue sauce. Just $13.99. Jet's. Better because it has to be.
Ways to lose stubborn belly fat. The Northern Percussion Massage. Not cool. Freezing away fat cells with Cool Sculpting. Now that's cool. Cool Sculpting safely freezes and removes fat cells with little or no downtime and no surgery. Results and patient experience may vary. Some rare side effects include temporary numbness, discomfort, and swelling. Ask your doctor if Cool Sculpting is right for you and visit CoolSculpting.com today for your chance to win a free treatment.
Urgent hearing health announcement. The third most common health problem in the U.S. is hearing loss. If you're over the age of 50, you may have difficulty hearing this commercial. AccuQuest Hearing Centers has exciting news for you. America's largest hearing aid manufacturer has now released a 100% digital, ready-to-wear hearing aid that is completely invisible when worn. AccuQuest Hearing Centers is offering these revolutionary hearing aids at an incredibly low price of just $750 each. That's right, as low as $750 could help you rejoin the conversation. Call this number now to schedule your complimentary hearing screening today and see if you qualify to wear these invisible new hearing aids. The size of a pencil eraser. It's the hearing solution that is both invisible and affordable. So call now and join the thousands of people choosing to hear better every day.
Welcome back to the news at 9. We return now to Education Matters. And earlier we talked about summer camp and other learning opportunities. So Dr. Douglas is back with us. You know, what are some learning opportunities that colleges can provide? We talked a little bit about libraries.
Well, I love to see kids get on campuses in the summer. I think it's a great way for them to get accustomed and get that air of confidence. So I did a little bit of research on the web, and this is just a representative sample. You've got a wide viewing audience. I think almost any community college or university setting would have similar programs. But I noticed Delta College, their planetarium has some really awesome Saturday opportunities for people to come in and take part in their Worlds Beyond program. Whole menu, great opportunity. And then at Saginaw Valley and at CMU, we're in partnership and do a lot of STEM activities. Of course, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. And so there are camps for all ages. I walked in this morning to Gilbertson Hall at Saginaw Valley with Tammy Barrientos, and she oversees our STEM programs, and she was commenting how the second graders were so engaged. And it kind of struck me, like, wow, second grade. What was I doing when I was a second grader? Not going to a college STEM camp. So these opportunities, I think, are low cost, they're local. In many cases, they're commuters. I mean, they're coming in and out during the day. And so I just would encourage parents to take a look and get some plans in place. It's early June. You've got plenty of time to get some plans. You don't have to do everything, but take advantage of something. That would be my theme today.
Yeah, absolutely. Just so kids don't stop learning.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks, Dr. Douglas. And for more information about today's topic, you can always check out the TV5 Hot Links page.
All right, thanks, Sarah. We're taking a live look outside now over Saginaw. Things warming up slightly, but not much, because today, still the coldest day of the week. Meteorologist Kylie Miller is in the First 1-5 Weather Center with details. Hi, Kylie.
Hi, Jamie. That is exactly right. Today will be the coldest day of the entire week. Temperatures this afternoon will be struggling in the middle 60s, and we're not talking about a major warm-up today. You're going to have to wait a couple more days, really towards the end of the week and over the weekend, where we're talking about some average temperatures once again. But let's go ahead and take a live look over Birch Run. It looks a little bit dreary, a little bit gloomy out there, but don't worry, these clouds will continue to break up as we go through the morning and the afternoon hours, letting in that sunshine. So make sure you still grab the sunglasses before you venture outdoors. On the First 1-5 Sky Tracker, we had a couple of pockets of rainfall move across by Michigan earlier this morning. That is now farther down towards the south. That was thanks to a cold front, and we are continuing to have those clouds streaming in our direction, but like I mentioned, they will continue to break up and move farther down towards the south as we go through the rest of your day today. Now here's a look at those temperatures. We're currently at 57 degrees in Lapeer, 56 in Flint, 57 in Owasso. For the Tri-Cities, we're all in the lower 50s here, 51 in Bay City, 52 in Saginaw and Midland. And looking at all of the temperatures around the region, cooler up towards the northern communities. We're struggling in the upper 40s in places like Houghton Lake, 50 degrees in West Branch, 50 in Clare, 53 in Mount Pleasant, and 49 degrees is the current temperature in Bad Axe. So this is what you can expect for your day planner this afternoon. We will continue to have a decrease of that cloud cover by about 1, 2 o'clock. Temperatures will be in the 60s, and then we're going to get another push of cloud cover for the 7, 8 o'clock hour for tonight. So overall temperatures will be holding in the 60s.
Alrighty, dust those jackets off and throw them on today.
Yes.
Well, it almost seems like another day, another bear sighting is just bound to happen.
Yeah, and one black bear caught a community by surprise, but something sweet is what eventually caught him.
When I walked out my door, the bear was right here in front of my door. So I shut the door, and I waited a few seconds, and then I opened it back up, and the bear was walking away.
A A bit shaken and startled, the community of Fort Myers did not give the unexpected visitor a warm welcome.
But he did receive a warm breakfast. To lure it in, officers laid out waffles and syrup.
That's all it would take for me. With the bear captured, officers warned more sightings happen this time of year. And the best thing to do is to make sure no garbage is left out.
Yeah, well, a new home on the market in California is definitely turning heads. Silicon Valley's ultimate estate is a 21,000 square foot home sitting on 8 acres. It boasts 5 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, a 15-seat movie theater, an indoor pool with a retractable roof, and a 3,000 bottle wine cellar.
Wow.
Wow. Complete with a vineyard. It can all be yours for the small price of $55 million.
I don't even know what I would do with all that house.
We could live there and we would never see each other.
And we can rent out certain parts to make more money to pay off all the money we had to pay to live there in the first place.
I want to know who's going to buy that. Yeah, really.
Well, from the cast of Ocean's 8 to the Disney princesses, women are taking over Tinseltown.
Yeah, here's David Daniel with today's Hollywood Minute.
3.5 weeks, and that will be hosting its annual ball, and we are going to rob it.
Movies usually debut on Friday with preview screenings Thursday night, but Ocean's 8 is holding Wednesday night screenings at some AMC theaters. They're calling it Girls' Night Out in celebration of the film's all-star female cast, though anyone can attend after a women-only screening of Wonder Woman last year in Texas caused some men to complain.
Oh, come on. Princesses and cartoon characters barf.
There may never have been a more Disney trailer than the new clip from Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2, as Vanellope, voiced by Sarah Silverman, finds herself having to pass the princess test.
Do you have magic hair?
No.
Magic hands?
No.
Do animals talk to you?
No.
Were you poisoned?
No.
Cursed?
No.
Kidnapped or enslaved?
No. Are you guys okay? Should I call the police?
Do people assume all your problems got solved because a big, strong man showed up?
Yes. What is up with that?
She is a princess.
In Disneywood, I'm David Daniel.
We love that part.
I really want to see that movie. All of my sisters are of age now. They're in their teens, so I don't think they're going to want to see that with me.
Yeah.
Sarah, let's go.
We'll go. We're going to go together.
Okay, here we go.
Well, motherhood can be stressful. Sometimes you just need a break. Find out what one mom did to teach her kids a lesson and get that much-needed break.
And don't forget, if you have a tough question you would like us to investigate, just give us a call at either of the 2 numbers on your screen. You can also send an email to WNEM@WNEM.com or get a hold of us on Facebook.
You're watching TV5 News at 9, serving Flint, Oscoda, Sterling, and your hometown, too. It's coverage you can count on.
Dan the Mattress Man, greatest tent sale ever. Sofas from $2.99. Twin mattresses from $75. Area rugs from $39. Recliners from $199. 12 months, 0% financing. Dan the Mattress Man, 802 Ashman, Midland. Saturday only, 9 to 5. DanDanTheMattressMan.com.
Tick-tock, let's go, come on.
Unlike haggling with a mechanic, Aspen Dental offers dentures starting at $3.99, so you don't get stuck paying an arm and a leg, or anything else.
Schedule now at 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
Our entire lives, we have leaned on each other. Nothing has to change when you're in your golden years. As we enter a new phase in life, we appreciate a loving hand, a shoulder to lean on, someone to provide strength, comfort, and friendship. Let In Your Golden Years provide that extra special touch. Call us today, 989-892-7572.
Make tomorrow awesome with Xfinity Internet. Call 1-800-449-6565 today. And do what you love online with Xfinity Internet for only $19.99 a month for 12 months. Xfinity Internet delivers the speed you need to surf, stream, and download. Plus, with Constant Guard by Xfinity, your family will get unmatched online security, and it's included at no additional cost. Call 1-800-449-6565 today and get speed, security, and value from Xfinity for an amazing price. Xfinity delivers reliably fast internet speed and the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. Get started with Xfinity Internet for just $19.99 a month for 12 months. Now with more speed. It's all backed by our 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's risk-free. Experience speed at a great low price from Xfinity. Call 1-800-449-6565. That's 1-800-449-6565. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Crisscrossing the Tri-Cities?
Know before you go.
Commuting through Genesee County?
Know before you go.
Getting to work or just getting around town?
Know before you go. TV5 Live on time traffic. Mornings 4:30 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Dan the Mattress Man, greatest tent sale ever. Chase sofa, $399. Bunk beds, $175. Reclining sofa, $599. 1 year, 0% financing. Dan the Mattress Man, 802 Ashburn, Midland. Saturday only, 9 to 5. DanDanTheMattressMan.com.
Sometimes being a parent is hard. Actually, it's hard a lot of the time, and sometimes you just need a break.
That's right. A mom of two takes that to heart. Kirstie Alsop, star of her own retail show, flies first class with her husband while her kids are sitting by themselves in coach.
Her children are 10 and 12 years old, and she's been doing it ever since they've been old enough to handle being on their own.
That's right. Alsop says it's a good way to save money, but mainly she's trying to teach her children to not be spoiled by luxury. So we want to ask you this morning, what are some ways you teach your kids valuable life lessons?
Yeah, if you'd like to join the conversation, just log on to Facebook, like our TV5 page. And when I found this topic, I thought, you know, she's kind of teaching them, her and her husband, that they have worked hard, so they've earned the first class seat.
Yes.
You know, and that's what you have to do to get there.
And I was going to say, coming from the woman sitting in first class, but like you said, that is a valuable lesson to teach. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is a valuable lesson, and I wonder what everyone's going to say.
Yeah,
so sure chime in.
Gives parents some time alone, too.
Yeah. Well, for the weather today, we are expecting the coldest day of the week, and we are going to continue to have things warm up starting tomorrow. 70 degrees will be your afternoon high temperature. Thursday, 76. Friday, 75. And then for the weekend, we're looking at temperatures in the 70s, closer to average for this time of the year. Over the weekend, it's not going to be a washout. We're going to be monitoring some rain showers and thunderstorms for your Saturday, mainly afternoon, and then drying out for Sunday.
Alrighty, after today, things get better. Thank you, Kylie.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us for the news at 9.
Have a great day.